Welcome to the very first episode of Luxury Living with me.
In the heart of the Mediterranean, where ancient charm meets modern ambition, there's a city redefining luxury. This is Limassol, and this is where the future of living begins. Join Luana Peleanu as she unlocks the stories behind Cyprus's most exclusive addresses, groundbreaking developments, and the visionaries shaping tomorrow's skyline. Luxury living with Luana isn't just about properties, it's about possibilities.
I'm here with Panagiotis, head of sales of Limassol Greens, and he's gonna help us today to get the information about this project that it makes a game change in this city.
Thank you very much for having me on your first ever podcast. It's a great opportunity to share a few words about Limassol Greens. And as you said, it's a great project, one of the biggest master plans in Cyprus at the moment, and the only golf course in Limassol at the moment.
Okay, so what makes Limassol Greens stand out from all the luxury projects here in Limassol?
First of all, it's the only luxury project that is surrounded by a golf course. We are the golf course in Limassol. It's a project that is situated in a very unique area. All of our south borders are adjacent with a protected eucalyptus forest, as you can see in the background, beautiful forest. And at the back you have the Salt Lake. We are just 5 minutes away from the biggest casino resort in Europe and my mall Limassol. Only 6-7 minutes to Ladies Mile Beach, one of the most beautiful beaches on the island, and definitely the most beautiful in Limassol.
With high standard restaurants?
Amazing, high standard restaurants and beach bars. The cleanest bathing waters you can get, and shallow waters, which is good for families as well. And only 10 minutes away from Limassol Marine and City Center.
So this is the largest golf course in the city. What changes would make for residents here in the area such a project?
Well, first of all, it will create a big traffic to this area. It's West Limassol. It was an area that it wasn't developed for many, many years. And the fact that Limassol Greens is under construction, the casino, my mall, and the upgrade of Ladies Mile Beach, it's causing more traffic. And once Limassol Greens is going to be completed, it's going to become a destination and for citizens and for visitors from abroad. So this will create and generate more positions for people to work at the project and the surrounding areas. And at the same time, it will create different lifestyle experiences for people to enjoy in the area.
For whom would you recommend to buy here a property? For an investor or for someone who would like to live in such a project?
Ideally to everyone, whoever can afford the premium ticket that Limassol Greens has. And let me tell you from what we have already in the resort, we have 3 typologies of buyers. We have those looking for an investment with high yields, which we can offer. We have those looking for holiday home. They have multiple properties across the globe and they want to have something extra. And we also have families who would like to live in the resort because of the amenities, because of the large gardens, and the living in a place that is so green and has so much space to enjoy for you and your family. It's something remarkable. And again, being only 10 minutes to city center. So it's kind of taking countryside into the city and mixing it together.
So what do you offer here? What do you sell? Apartments, townhouses?
We offer apartments, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments, and penthouses on the top floors. We offer townhouses is a terminology. It's best to say if it's semi-detached villas, because this is what we offer, 3 bedroom semi-detached villas, and villas, detached villas, 3 to 6 bedrooms. And starting prices from 550,000 euro for a 2-bedroom apartment, all the way to 5.5 million euros for a 6-bedroom villa with 1,600 meters plot.
Wow, 1,600 meter plots. That sounds really big, yes?
And I didn't tell you the best thing. It's just next to the lake and next to the eucalyptus forest, with 480 square meters internal areas plus covered verandas and uncovered verandas. So we're talking about the biggest villa of this phase.
So it's the primest villa of this project, yes?
Correct.
We need to search for a football player maybe from Barcelona.
Or a basketball player, it's okay.
It still works, correct?
Correct.
If someone is listening and wants to buy a property here, what's his next step to do it?
Just to give us a call and schedule their appointment. We have a large network of partners across Cyprus and abroad that they can contact and arrange for themselves, like first class.
On my last visit here with you, you told me in October you will officially open the golf course. Tell me more about this.
Correct. Actually, yes, as the construction progresses, and the plan is that the golf course will be opening its doors to players this October alongside with the clubhouse. And by that time, the apartment we are currently at will also be delivered, and the first phase of apartments Robin West, Robin East, the first part of townhouses and the first batch of villas will also be delivered. So
in October?
By that time, yes, all these will be completed, yes.
Mm-hmm. So we already have a residential project almost ready, which is this one where we are right now, yes?
Correct.
And we have another residential project upcoming, and it will start when?
Well, the new phase of apartments we have, the Starlings apartments.
Starlings.
We just launched a couple of weeks ago, and it's going extremely well. Already within the first 1.5 months, we have nearly 30% reservations or sales on the first block, on the first building.
30% already?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's expected to be delivered in December 27.
December 27, and we still have advantages of the prices that the project didn't start yet to be constructed, correct?
Of course, and also you have the advantage of taking the 5% VAT, because when we submitted the permit, it was before the change of the VAT regulation. So someone who wishes to use the property for their own resident, they can apply for a reduced VAT 5%.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's very, very, very good opportunity to still get this 5%. Other than that, what do you offer in the apartment? What is included in the price of the apartments you are offering to the buyers?
In the apartments, we are offering underfloor heating, VRF systems and electrical appliances. So this you will get it within the price. And at the same time, we have collaboration with one of the biggest furniture companies in Limassol and Cyprus, who they offer turnkey solutions. And if the client wishes to have a turnkey solution, usually the investors, they don't want to spend time choosing their furniture because they're gonna rent it out at the end of the day.
Yes.
We can offer this package.
Yes, what I really love in this project is that I saw you include everything in the price, which means you include appliances, Italian kitchen, VRV system, and many, many more features. That's how the price, let's say, it's a bit slider more than the usual projects that don't offer yet this, let's say.
The idea was behind it just to include as much as possible within the product offering in order to make the investors and people who are looking to buy in Limassol Greens not to worry about adding things as an extra. I mean, it's within the price. It gives you the convenience of, okay, I like it, I buy it.
Yes,
End of story. And something I didn't mention before, for our villas and townhouses, we also include the landscaping. Obviously, a project like this, it couldn't not be landscaped. So we're offering the landscaping and the swimming pools. So this is something that comes within the price. You mentioned premium ticket. You need to take into consideration that it's not just a property that you are buying.
You are buying
the whole resort and the
lifestyle.
lifestyle here. And the construction of the golf course alone, the amount that it costs is ridiculously high.
Yes.
It's a very capital intensive project. So you need to take into consideration that we try to be as, let's say, reasonable on our pricing
as you can be.
as possible. And at the same time offer and the amenities within the properties and the amenities outside the properties in the resort, like sporting grounds, like in the future we have a wellness center, spa, food and beverage area, and so on.
Yes, and you also have some upcoming projects to even offer more for the people who live here, yes? Which would be even like maybe a private school. I don't know if we should talk about this.
This is something that is coming from a group. In the area, there are plans for private school.
So it's a
it's not part of Limassol Greens, but in the area in general.
In the area, so you can make an upcoming area here beautiful and easy to live in.
It will come at a very late stage.
Latest stage,
but
yeah.
when it comes to starting in an undeveloped area and then things start and progressing and upgrading, the natural development is for families to seek for schools for their children and so on.
Definitely, yeah. So how big is the plot in Limassol Greens in total, and how many areas we have common? Give me some more brief about it.
In general, the area that Limassol Greens is developed is 1.4 million square meters. So we're talking about a huge land. Just to give you
huge land.
An understanding of the scale of the project, the north border is approximately 2.2 kilometers from end to end, and the south border is 2.7. So it's gonna take you a while with the car just to drive and pass by the project.
I don't need anymore to go to the city, you just offer everything here. So
it's a small city, if you think about it. It's a small city that we're developing here.
And how many golf courses we're gonna have in this?
This is one golf course. It's an 18-hole championship golf course that will be surrounding the residential development.
18. Mm-hmm. Other than that, what else you can tell me as the last thing about this beautiful project you are describing me right now?
I think experiencing the project for many years now and how it developed, I think people that haven't had the opportunity, let's say, to invest in the past 2 or 3 years in the project, and they said, okay, we're gonna wait until it's gonna be ready. They are the ones that they will be pulling their hairs because they will miss out on a great opportunity. There is still time. I mean, the next 2-3 years is a great time for the project because many things are happening at the same time. And I think it's gonna be the hotspot of Limassol for sure once completed.
Do you believe, like people say, I start hearing people, even investors, saying to me that Cyprus, especially Limassol, it could be a future Monaco?
Future Monaco, it's quite an extreme. I mean, yes, let's not fool ourselves in sense of, okay, it's not gonna be a Monaco. I don't see billionaires with the thousands to be living here, but it's definitely gonna be one of the most beautiful cities in Europe. And the steps the city is taking to progress the lifestyle and the quality of life are very, very good. There are things to be done, yes. But definitely Limassol, it's holding its place in one of the top cities in Europe and definitely in the Mediterranean.
What about sustainability here in this project?
Well, it's a very good question because we have many pages of environmental policies and practices that we are applying in the resort. And reasonable concerns from people that a project of this scale might require certain, let's say, measures and practices in order not to harm the environment, which is reasonable to think. Just to give you an understanding that, yes, we are an island that we don't have so much rainfall. And one of the important concerns was what type of grass we're gonna be using in the golf course. So we chosen Bermuda Tahoma and Bermuda Sunday, which are two, let's say, varieties of grass, golf grass, that are drought resistant and they withstand a lot of heat, meaning that it's ideal for weather like Cyprus conditions. And at the same time, we are using many sensors within the golf course, moisture sensors that will detect if a certain hole, for example, holds more moisture that is required. So the irrigation system, the smart irrigation system, will not work at that time, not to waste water. And we are also using many other practices, and for the lakes, we are using treated wastewater, and we are collecting rainfall water as well, to maximize, let's say, the usage of this type of water for irrigation purposes and minimize the needs for potable water, let's say, in the resort. So we are trying to do as many things as possible in our powers, let's say, to minimize exposure and maximize, let's say, efficiency and sustainability in our practices.
That sounds amazing, and it's gonna be one of the first projects like this in the city again, yes?
It's gonna be one of the projects with the highest standard of sustainability, for sure.
That's perfect. That's what we all need nowadays, and I hope all the future projects can be done the same way, let's say.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what about you? You go golfing?
Well, I'm saving my experience in golfing once we open the golf course. Yes, I've tried in other golf courses in Cyprus, but I want to have the full experience here at Limassol Greens.
I personally can't wait to feel that in this city that I'm living for so long, I can take my car and enjoy such a facility to play golf. It will be my first time, I will be honest with you, but I feel very excited to do it and to enjoy this project. As I understood, you'll have a limited times of memberships, yes?
Correct. We want to keep the membership list, let's say, not restricted, but a small number of members. The residents will have priority over the memberships, and only few will be able to join the membership club from who are not residents, let's say.
Perfect. Now I have a very important question, which all investors, I'm sure, they're gonna have it when they watch our video, yes? So the question is, how much could you rent a 2-bedroom apartment in this project when it's ready?
Are you asking about long-term or short-term?
Long-term.
Well, I would say why go long-term if you can give the management to our company and get higher returns on short-term rentals. And the reason I'm saying that, there are 2 reasons basically. First, if you give the management to our company, we have a ruling through VAT authorities that you can get VAT back if we are holding the management for 10 years. And at the same time, the fact that we're a resort next to the beach, next to the casino, and next to all these amenities, and as a golf course as well, we are expecting very high occupancy rates with returns that will range from 8 to 10% on short term. So why go long term if you can have these 2 benefits by using our property management company and taking advantage of the short-term benefit?
Definitely. So the short-term you would recommend in better than a long-term in such a project as a ROI for investors?
Absolutely, absolutely. The returns will be higher, and also there are other benefits as well, which is a no-brainer.
Could you give us a return, a specific return on short-term?
It could be approximately 8 to 10%, 8% starting, and as the maturity of the project progresses, then this will go up to high, even higher.
That sounds perfect. 8% ROI. Everything is ready. You just need to order the furniture, which you already have a very, very prestigious branding that you work with.
Correct.
And then just get your money, let's say, and not even need to be here. Plus, they will be eligible for permanent residence with such a property, yes, if they buy it?
Yes, any property above 300,000 euro plus VAT is eligible for permanent residency.
Perfect, amazing. Huge thanks to Panagiotis for letting us know about this beautiful project and what it offers. And I'm very excited to come in October to update and see officially open golf course here.
The pleasure was all mine, and thank you very much for your time. It was great to have you here, and thank you for having us in your first ever video of this sort and promoting Limassol Greens. So I wish you all the best in your new series, and looking forward to seeing you in October.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in. This is Luxury Living with Luana, where opulence meets opportunity.